I hid my pregnancy from almost my entire family, and now I'm 8 months along. I never wanted kids, like ever. I've been telling everyone since I was a teenager that I wasn't having children. My mom would make these comments about how I'd change my mind someday, but I never did. My fiance Mark and I are both 40, and we've been together for 6 years. We agreed from the start that kids weren't in our future. I was on birth control that worked perfectly for me for years. Everything was fine until it wasn't. 3 months ago, I started taking this new medication for my migraines. The doctor never mentioned it could mess with my birth control. And because of the medication, I had 0 pregnancy symptoms. No morning sickness, no weird cravings, nothing. I just thought I was gaining a little weight from stress eating. Then one day I'm at my regular doctor's appointment and she's doing a routine check. She gets this weird look on her face and asks when my last period was. I had to think about it because the migraine medication made everything irregular anyway. She told me she wanted to do an ultrasound just to be safe. I'm laying there thinking she's gonna find a cyst or something. Then she turns the screen toward me and there's a fully formed baby. Not like a little blob, an actual baby. She said I was 28 weeks pregnant, 7 months. I completely lost it right there in the office. I was sobbing so hard I couldn't breathe. Mark came to pick me up and I could barely explain what happened. We spent the next 3 days just sitting on our couch in shock. We looked into every option, but at 7 months there wasn't much we could do. We decided on adoption through this really good agency that does open adoptions. Here's where it gets complicated. My family is huge and very religious. My mom, my 3 sisters, my aunts, everyone has kids. They've been waiting for me to have a baby for years. If I told them I was pregnant and giving the baby up for adoption, they would absolutely lose their minds. My sister Rachel tried to talk me out of getting my tubes tied last year. She gave me this whole speech about how motherhood is a blessing and I'd regret not experiencing it. I knew exactly what would happen if I told them about the pregnancy. They'd show up at my house with baby clothes and cribs. They'd try to convince me to keep the baby. They'd make everything about them and their feelings. So Mark and I made a decision. We told our 2 closest friends who we knew would support us no matter what. And I told my youngest sister Amy because she's the only one in my family who actually respects my choices. That's it. Nobody else knows. I've been wearing baggy clothes for months. I canceled family dinners by saying I was too busy with work. When my mom wanted to do our annual Thanksgiving planning, I said I'd be traveling. I've basically been avoiding everyone. My sister Lisa keeps texting asking if something's wrong because I never come around anymore. My mom called last week saying she missed me and wanted to have lunch. I made up some excuse about a big project at work. The guilt was eating me alive, but I couldn't risk telling her. The baby's due in 3 weeks. We've met the adoptive parents twice now, and they're perfect. They're so excited and ready. Everything is set up. But yesterday, my sister Rachel saw me at the grocery store before I could hide. I was wearing my baggiest hoodie, but you could still see the bump if you looked. She stared at my stomach for like 5 seconds before her eyes went huge. She grabbed my arm and whispered, "Are you pregnant?" I just stood there frozen. She started crying right in the middle of the cereal aisle, asking why I didn't tell anyone. I tried to explain, but she kept interrupting, saying Mom needed to know. I finally told her about the adoption, and she completely freaked out. She said I couldn't give away her niece or nephew, that the family deserved a chance to help raise this baby. I told her it wasn't her decision and that I'm doing what's best. She said if I don't tell Mom in the next 2 days, she will.